Welcome, Afterbuzzers. On tonight's after show for Greenleaf, we talk Calvary crypto, Grace's new charge, and Jacob. Stay tuned for more.
You're tuned in to Afterbuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Welcome, Greenleafers. We back. Hey. Just me and Miss Kiki Boom Boom. What's up, guys? I'm your host, Shaka Smith, and I'm joined by my lone co-host, Miss Kiki Boom Boom.
Hey guys, I'm here. We're missing the rest of the panel. Shout out to Raquel and TK, but we're gonna hold it down today.
Yeah, we're gonna hold it down.
Just the two of us.
Yes, and we got a lot to hold down.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. Oh man, I could play that song all day long.
I love the
that
song.
one, right?
I love the Smiths. That whole family is just perfect to me.
Brief aside. But anyways, we got a lot to talk about. I'm going to go into Calvary crypto, talk about Jacob.
Wow.
Jacob.
I cannot.
And of course, Grace has got a new mission. We love Grace when she's on a mission.
Always
she's
on a
always
mission, that
good.
girl.
And of course, we got to talk about who we're going to pray for. And we have some news too.
Yeah.
So we have a exciting show with just the two of us.
Yes.
What are your overall thoughts on this one?
This show was good. This was like, I think at the beginning we're always like, oh, it starts off a little slow and then it starts to get a little crazy. This show was a little emotional roller coaster because I'm still like hoping for Bishop and Lady May, and I guess this may never happen.
It just looks like it's just never.
It's just getting worse and worse. What I do love though about the show, like they were able to examine everyone's relationship. So we got a little bit of Charity, a little bit of Zora, a little bit of like Sophia. Like we got to see what everybody was up to, but it was a good episode.
Yeah.
What about you?
My overall thought, people were wondering why I was like screaming on the floor, just screaming, Asia. I feel like Asia Epperson, if you're watching, I feel like she came in here and she didn't really, she gave us some head fakes. She's
good.
So I did not expect, which I had expected all season long until we got the head fake. So that was the most standout thing for me. But yeah, just deeper and deeper from my dream of getting Bishop and Lady May back together.
It's depressing.
You wanted to have it.
I'm like, I now, like before I could see it because I thought, all right, they're just going to be mad at each other. They'll get back. But now I'm like, I don't think I can see it anymore.
They need each other. I feel like they need each other as like people, but.
Like, what is it going to take for them to be okay?
Yeah, and that leads us into our Calvary crypto. So now the Bishop is up on cryptocurrency. Lord. Shout out to the Greenleaf writers for staying super current.
Super current for even knowing what that is.
Taking me some research. So yeah, he's now decided to take Lady May's shirt. What did you think of this entire scenario?
Bro, I just feel like, didn't you learn your lesson with the whole tax invasion and Mac? And now you're, men, if you're listening to me, I don't want to say you guys are trash. But I know sometimes...
Present company excluded.
I know, except for Shaka. Sometimes when there's a pretty lady or maybe a pretty man, whatever you're into, and sometimes you're not paying attention. Sometimes you do very dumb things.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Bishop, what is you doing?
He's soaking all of his money.
All of it. Not like I can understand putting some if that's what you're saying, but you're putting all of it and you're taking your wife who clearly hates you right now. You're taking her share and you just got in trouble with the taxes. Like, at least put some, and you're trusting this woman who kind of acted a little crazy, even though she was fake pretending. Like that wasn't a red flag.
Like you saw her act crazy. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you already seen it, and you've taken your cash to give it to her now. So this is not going to end well at all.
No.
Is there any? You think Rochelle is possibly trying to get them the money and then have another play down the line?
I don't know. I pray and hope that like Gigi can swoop in and save the day, or Lady May can come and shake her up, because you would think that this girl Rochelle will have a heart, but obviously we know she's on a mission and she's out for blood because of the death of her father. So I don't know if she will actually help him, or maybe she is falling for him. I don't know. Yeah, but I'm scared. Yeah. Like, I don't see anything good coming from
I'm just hoping stealing their money's not part of the plan, but I'm sure it's part of the plan.
Bishop, what are you doing?
And they give us these, it's almost these Shakespearean characters where you can see the tragedy unfolding and you try to keep them from it, but you just can't. Well, hopefully there's not too many tragedies unfolding on our network right here. We hope to give you entertaining shows.
Yeah, guys, we love you so much. And, our network produces after shows for nearly all of your favorite TV shows, from dramas like this one. Lord, there's a lot of drama, reality TV, sci-fi, and more. There's no network like ours that works harder to serve television fans.
Nope.
But guys, guess what? We need your help. Kind of like Bishop needs help right now because I don't know what he's doing. We're asking that you please subscribe to one or more of our our YouTube channels. By subscribing to our channel, YouTube will suggest content that's tailor-made for you, and you'll help AfterBuzz continue to grow. If you're worried about those pesky notifications, don't be, because they're optional. So hit the subscribe button now, and please subscribe to this channel and check out for our other AfterBuzz YouTube channels as well. Let us know if you did in the comments, and we'll be sure to thank you on air, and we'll give you guys a shout out. For now, thanks for being the best fans, and thank you for helping us be the ESPN of TV talk. We love you guys.
We do, and shout out to all you guys who are in the chat right now. We don't have it up, so we can't see you guys, but we will check out the comments later, and we just appreciate you guys being with us every week.
We love you, and now we're on Spotify.
Yes,
which is
Spotify.
awesome.
I'm still trying to figure that out.
Yeah, we're there.
Yeah,
Gotta figure it out. So we're on iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, and all that good
Can
stuff.
you comment on Spotify?
Can't do Spotify, but you can definitely listen. I think you can rate.
Can you rate and comment?
I think you can rate probably.
Okay. So,
if you can, give us.
So yeah, rate us on. I don't know how many stars, but give us the max.
Give us an all.
Thanks. And now we got to talk a little bit about Grace and her new charge.
Wow.
I love Grace when she's on a mission. You know? We got too much mission, I thought, season 2. It was the entire thing. But I love when that season 1, when she was on that singular mission. And so it looks like she's got, what is it, Coralie that she's coming to see. What do you think about this whole storyline? And it seemed to trigger something for Grace, too.
Yeah, I love it. Like you said, I love when she's working, and I love that she's so passionate in helping, because, you know, she's the top person for outreach, and I love that she took on this case. But she got triggered because it reminded her of her case where, and even in real life, where there's a lot of women who suffer from PTSD, from domestic violence, where they may kill their husbands, and it might not be in that moment. But I know this is a big thing right now, where there's so many women in jail who have been abused, who happen to kill their husbands the day after, because the courts are like, it's not self-defense. But what a lot of doctors want them to realize is this is a mental problem that's happening with a lot of abused women. So I love that she's taking this on. It is triggering some things, so I wonder how this is going to play out. And of course, she bumps head with the DA who kind of helped her in her case.
Yeah.
And we talked about this, like the whole Mac thing was going to be brought up again, and it was. And at least it would help her relate to the girl, and she could be a little honest. But I'm scared. I am scared for Grace.
Yeah, because we haven't seen too much of her dealing with the I mean, she killed this person who was a family member who had abused, you know, and was almost about to abuse her, maybe.
Right.
So we didn't see much of how she's dealing with it mentally. So
It was self-defense.
Yeah.
But
yeah. And when the case she's taking now, where it's like, well, he was asleep. So I think it's gonna be a lot of different issues, and it's crazy to me that we almost got some sort of weird, like, Kavanaugh parallels with this, and like the writers are almost kind of like seeing some odd things that are going on currently.
Yeah.
So I just love the show for being as in touch with what's
so
going on
current.
a little bit. Yeah.
Like, they're always up to date, and I love that it's real issues, and I love that they're tackling real issues in the Black community, the Black family, and so everyone can kind of relate with this, because this is what's happening right now. Like you said, Kavanaugh, there's so many women that are in prison right now who have been physically, mentally, and emotionally abused, and they felt like to defend themselves, they had to kill their husbands, and they're fighting for their lives. So I think it's dope that she took this on.
Yeah, if the girl's innocent.
Right. Yeah, we don't know.
We don't want it to come back.
I want to fall
like,
for her, and then I'm
want...
like, God damn it, like some other people who've been pulling on my heartstrings this whole season and disappointed me this episode. But
yeah, I mean, speaking of disappointment, I mean, Jacob, I don't know. I felt it coming for quite some until Asia talked to us last weekend.
She's good.
Yeah, I was like, man.
We felt the vibes, but I at least thought, like, I was halvesies with you.
Yeah.
I felt the vibe, but then I was like, oh, but you know, Jacob seems to be on a good path. I don't think he would. He's been tempted a little bit by Miss Asia, and I'm like, nah, I don't know, but.
And I thought they would give us. I thought there'd be a little bit more of a. I didn't think it was going to happen this episode. I thought it'd be maybe like in the season finale. I didn't know it was going to happen now.
We screamed. I like grabbed your arm. I was like, "What? What's happening? What is? Why is he not moving?"
And I need answers. Like, what exactly happened?
Right? Did they have sex?
Because he took that shower right after.
Was he showering to get her perfume sent off? Was he showering because they had sex?
No, because they're in close proximity usually. I wish I had the chat up now, because I want to know what people are thinking.
Let me see if I can pull it up a little bit, because I'm gonna see. You keep talking, but I'm gonna see it pull up. But I'm like, Jacob, bro, like, what are you doing?
And the whole point of you being so
got the
down.
chat up. Hey guys, what's up? So let's see.
What do they think?
All right, let's see. So shout out to Dorian Forwards. He said, "What's up, family?" Dorian says Jacob is back to the old Jacob.
Right.
Oh my gosh, they're going in right now. But that's
Do people think that he slept that he slept with her? That's a
good question.
Yeah.
All right, like Shaka said, guys, if you guys are in the chat, we do have the chat up. Do you guys think that Jacob slept with her or just kissed? Dorian says Jacob is stupid just like his dad.
But that,
Let us know.
whenever you take that cleansing shower, that's usually a sign.
And you know what's
right?
crazy? It's like, yes, you and Carissa had a fight. And it was just a moment, but like as she says, you know, she loves you. She's working through it, and I just hate that he just got upset and was like, "She thinks I'm the same way." Yeah,
but
now I see why.
The fight was about you being that way, and then
you proved her right.
Yeah, so it didn't make sense.
I just hate that, Jacob. Jacob. Child. Shanice Forte says yes with an exclamation point. She thinks that they had sex.
Hey, oh man!
If you guys are in the chat, keep letting us know if you guys think they had sex. Or you guys think they just kissed.
And that throws a whole monkey wrench into everything because Bay's gonna come back on fire
God.
if he finds out.
Dorian says Jacob, you probably just kissed. That was it. He took a shower to wash the shame and the guilt off. I don't know. Shaka's not believing that. Shaka thinks the shower was from sex.
I mean, the shame and the guilt, I feel like, a good wash of the face, a good pat of the water might just do it.
Because he did wipe it off the lipstick.
He wiped it off.
But he did smell his shirt, so maybe he felt.
Maybe. But anyway.
Oh, Jacob, I had high hopes for this guy.
So you didn't see it really coming, though?
I didn't really see it coming. Like, I had an idea, like, they were flirty, and I was like, he'll probably kiss her. But then I was like, you know what? Jacob's been doing really good. Him and Carissa love you. But that hit me. Like, I did. I thought he was going to pull away, and then she kissed him. And now I'm like, well, what are you doing?
Yeah, and I will say it didn't look like her intention. So
it did.
One of the things Asia said at the time is when Tasha took him to get the jewelry, it was all about friendship.
Yeah.
And I still believe that from the scene.
Did too.
The scene did seem very organic and natural, which might be a bigger problem for the relationship of Jacob and Carissa, because he's not just necessarily cheating because, he's like, having a sex crazed night. He's maybe cheating because she's fulfilling something for him that he needs.
TT, hey TT, 1981 says, I think he slept with her. Shanice says, let's not forget Tasha was there when he bought the necklace for Carissa. Yes. Shout out to you guys. Wait, what? All right, Dorian, I'm not going to repeat that comment. But no, you're right. Like, I think it's going to be a little bit more emotional, which is a little bit more hurtful.
Yeah.
When it's not just sex. And it sucks because he has been venting to Tasha. So I'm like, I wonder if Tasha's just using this or she really does like him, because where is her crazy ass husband right now? I don't know, Shaka.
So
I don't know. I'm getting
I felt
anxiety.
I felt genuine whatever it is between them. But one thing I saw was Carissa a little bit. And I saw a little bit of first season Carissa when she kind of got mad at Jacob. And so Carissa, I think, is going to really turn this on its head if she finds out. Because if we remember, she was on fire first season.
Because I will say this season Carissa is a nice, this is a different woman.
Shocked, right?
I love her this season. She's more motherly. She loves her husband.
Soft,
she's trying.
nice,
She's doing a lot of things. She's very soft. When she told him she's like, if it's anything like your mother and it took you 20 years for me to get you together, I was like,
welcome back to first season.
Welcome back, sis. If she ever found out, because one, she already doesn't really like Tasha, and she does feel like Tasha's trying to take her place. If she found out, she will literally kill Jacob.
Yeah. So and Tasha possibly, and given the state she might be in now with Zora.
Oh, I know.
So I think we're ready to see Carissa be a lot more, I guess, raw and maybe perhaps unnerved.
I see her.
If this stuff comes to light for her.
I see her coming together with Lady May, because Lady May's kind of going to with his father.
Yeah.
Hampton Blue says it's so crazy how Jacob loves to cheat in the church.
Yeah, right there.
It's crazy, but man, I had hope for Jacob.
When you cheat, you're someone close to you, so that's where you are. That's what it is.
Oh, I had hope. I'm really upset.
But we also got to talk a little bit about Sophia. We saw that storyline where she's really kind of going through it. What did you think about kind of her struggle? I mean, it was to the extreme.
Greenleaf is taking there, but you know what though? It's real life, and that happens where a lot of people who there's two type of people. There's two type of people who really love God and they're already there with God, and they go through some things and they question some things, and they're like, well, wait. If I'm here, if I'm firm, if I'm a believer and you have me here, why am I going through this?
Yeah.
Then you have the person who, kind of grew up in the church but not really into it. They know God, they love God, and they go through a lot of tragic things and they're questioning God. That's real life. And I love that Greenleaf, they show what's really happening in the church, and they show how people who are really committed like Sophia really think like, wait, I love God, I'm here, I'm doing the right things.
Yeah.
I'm nothing like my cousin. I'm here, I'm a good girl. Why is this happening to me? So she's going through what I think a lot of people are going through.
And in probably the most vulnerable, I feel like, like if you believe in whatever, you're Christian, whatever, you go through that, and you go through it in your younger years where you're questioning, but you're not hit with something so big that she's been hit with, where it's like, whoa.
She's hit where now she's like, wait a minute.
You almost can't reason yourself out of it.
Yeah. And she's such a young girl. She's like, wait, I'm saved. I got baptized. I'm here.
I did everything right.
Why would God, in her words, take this away from me? So I think she's, her mom and her are going to go through this moment where she's going to have to kind of get back into her faith. But when I seen her crying, that was a real moment, because we've all been through there. Like, we've been through tragedy. I've lost a lot of people in my family, like not working and struggling. When you say, God, why? Why is this happening? And then you go through moments when you pray and you're like, all right, I know God does everything for a reason. And I know he didn't bring me this far just to keep me this far. But she's a young girl, so it's a lot different. But
what I thought was powerful and telling was when she said... What I thought was powerful and telling is when she said, he won't let me go.
Oh.
So I was like, oh, but you still feel him.
She feels him.
Still feel
and that's
him.
the thing where a lot of people say that God comes to them and speaks to them. And some people don't feel that. But this girl feels God, where she knows she loves God so much. And like, God talks to her and God's with her. Like, where she's like, I want to give him up, but I can't.
Yeah. So that to me was like, it was heartbreaking, but it was powerful.
It was so sad.
So I love the way that it's going deeper into, I guess, some of those religious topics that we always think are so personal that we don't really talk about and discuss. And so that idea that you can feel God betray you, but you can still feel him. So you're like,
yeah,
this
you
doesn't
still
make
love
sense.
the Lord. You're like, wait, why do I still love you? But I'm still, she said that, she's like, how could someone who I love so much hurt me like that? I felt that. I was like, damn, that's
God, that's relationship, that's friendship,
everything.
that's everything.
Some people in the chat are just saying, I really hope she finds her way back to God. Same.
Yeah.
And it's gonna take her a while though, because she's been hit with something pretty big.
Yeah, and of course on the other side of the coin we have Zora, which I love that you and I were both confused. We were like, why does she look like so crazy?
I was like, I know her mom and daddy ain't picking her up, and she looks like that.
Is she about to perform? Like, what is she?
She looked like she was about to perform on stage, boobies out. Yeah. I'm like, nah, she's
the
18.
hair going. Yeah, but it looks like she's just gonna go.
Yeah,
and it's first day she's about to see her man again, so she had to bring it out.
She broke out of jail.
Yeah.
Ah, God, Zora, it's so heartbreaking because you have one daughter, and they're both good girls, but you have two girls who are down two different paths.
Zora's just, I don't know if she's a good girl anymore.
I know, she's fresh. Yeah. And by fresh, I mean like talking back and stuff like that, not like anything else. She's the girl who is going to have to learn the hard way, unfortunately, where I think something tragic is going to have to happen for her to get it together. And this is real life. Like, there are kids like that whose parents have been fighting with them, whose parents are still fighting with them, and her mom is trying her hardest to learn how to be a mother and try to understand her daughter, but all her daughter sees is this boy. Like, I'm 18, I'm with him, he loves me, and it's so unfortunate. Even grandma couldn't do it.
I did like that she was somewhat respectful to Lady May, though.
Because
I was just waiting for her to say the wrong thing to really make me yell at the screen.
Until she turned 18 and blew those candles out.
Yeah, she said,
oh,
no Hamilton?
I'm good.
I'm out.
You guys can keep it. So that's why I was like, she must not know her parents are on the way. And it's unfortunate that...
Yeah.
Oh, God. Zora. It just sucks, man.
And and we know that she's going into a place that's unsafe.
Very unsafe.
Unless this guy has somehow learned in the interim that...
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Because he would have bought his ass and knocked on the door and then apologized and said, you know what, let me sit down.
Done it the right way, yeah.
And I'm like, where's his parents?
I don't get it.
Oh, Zora, I don't know. This is going to be a real spicy few episodes, whatever. I don't know how many more we have left. It's going to be really spicy.
Yeah, I'm interested in seeing where the storyline goes with that one, because that one to me is more... I have no prediction for. I have no idea.
I don't. And if what we've seen from the commercial, she's like, I'm out.
Yeah.
And it looks like he's kind of fighting with dad. I don't know.
We'll probably get like a pregnant Zora return.
No, I feel it. I feel it. I feel like that might have to be the thing that brings her back. Yeah. He might be abusive and... Zora.
Well, of course, in an episode where everyone loses, we get one win from Charity.
Oh.
From Charity.
My girl, Charity.
So, this was just refreshing. It was just nice to see Charity not down and completely out. What did you think about it?
It was nice to see her showered and out the house.
Yeah.
And because I really think she's going through it right now and she's having a little mental breakdown. So it was good that her dad he did what he did, and he called his friend to help her get out the house and to sing at someone else's funeral, because it could be worse. Like, someone's dead and you're singing at their funeral. And it was good that she connected with Percy and just to get her out.
Because she needs purpose. She needs direction. She needs something to, like, draw her attention.
She even stepped to her dad. She's like, when are you moving out? I'm like, whoa. Y'all gonna stop talking to my bishop like that. Y'all disrespectful. He be messing up, but y'all gonna stop.
He got Silver Jubilee coming.
Y'all gonna stop talking to Keith this way. Love him, but
petty bishop with Silver Jubilee.
I know, like, sir, stop. But I was happy to see her, like, out the house and doing something with herself and, you know, getting out the bed. She's depressed.
Charity is like, she's got to do something because that character is beginning to annoy me.
Okay, well, listen now, because people in the chat are saying, do you think Percy and Charity are going to become a thing?
Percy and Charity?
Did we miss something, guys?
No.
Shanice 14 said, do you guys believe Charity and Percy will be a thing? And then Dorian says, Percy and Charity, like, ew, so gross. Did we miss something?
I did not get Percy and Charity vibes.
I mean, he did bring her the drinks, and they had that conversation, but I didn't. Uh-oh.
I mean, me personally, I feel like the writers have been very good at telegraphing a little bit of stuff. Because in real life, things are telegraphed, right? In real life, you have an idea. You have a sense.
Right.
I didn't get that sense.
Percy better not, because that's his friend's daughter.
Yeah,
and he's older.
I can't. No. Oh, is he married?
I think so.
Is Percy married?
He's too old.
But hey, we can't get into ageism here. Come on, love doesn't know.
I ain't no ageism, but you've seen this girl grow up. That's what I mean by older. It's not like she just met him at a bar.
Yeah, it feels like a daughter.
It feels like that's your second dad.
Yeah.
That's what I meant by ill.
Yeah, okay. I don't think so. I don't think that's what they're gonna go with this one.
All right, let's see.
But Charity is a little crazy as of now, so we'll see if she gets
praying
back.
for the girl. Ooh, Lord.
Well, of course, we got some great segments. We got our Who Needs Prayer, and we got our news.
Yes.
So let's go into our news first.
Yes.
Yeah, let's go into our news first.
Some news and gossip.
Afterbuzz TV News.
Alrighty then, our favorite bishop, Mr. Keith David. If you guys don't know, he was on The Real. If you guys don't watch The Real, it's with the lovely ladies like Adrienne Bailan and Lonnie and Tamara, not Tia. Yeah. Sorry. Ooh, sorry. He tweeted, thank you guys on The Real Daytime for having me last week to discuss Greenleaf. So if you guys have not seen, make sure you guys check him out on The Real.
And we'd love to have him right here.
Yeah, Keith David, if you're watching.
Come on The Greenleaf after show.
Come on. We're not The Real, but we keep it real over here.
Yes.
But also Keith David just announced that he is going to be the narrator of a brand new podcast called The Darkest Night Pods. He says episodes 1, 2 of season 3 are now available on Apple Podcasts or your podcast app of your choice. Prepare to be terrified. The Darkest Night.
So he loves podcasts too, and we are also available as a podcast. This is
but
great.
It's kind of cool that he's going to be narrating something creepy because Keith David has that voice.
He's got that voice.
He has a very scary voice.
Yes, Keith David.
Yes. Speaking of Keith David, well, his son, Jacob, a.k.a. Lamont Rucker, he will be at a very cool event. He says, Richmond fan in Richmond, Virginia. Ooh. We're counting down to the Spirit and the Heart Health Fair, and it's all about the heart and health because we know a lot of African Americans suffer from heart attacks.
Yes.
He says, don't miss this. He will be there. Let's see. It's coming up really soon. I think it's going to be on Saturday on the 13th, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Richmond Center. He says share with 5 people that need BP checked, and I think that is your blood pressure. Yeah. So it's a whole blood pressure, heart health thing that Lamont's going to be at in Richmond, Virginia. So if you guys are there, make sure you guys check
Appreciate
that out.
you, Lamont. Don't like Jacob, but we like Lamont.
Yes. And that's all that I got.
Awesome. And so now we got to go. Who needs prayer? Oh, this is a tough one this episode because everyone was struggling.
Everyone needs prayer.
Everybody's struggling.
All right, let me think. Who needs prayer? Okay, I think I got it.
Oh, here we go.
All right, let's hold hands. All right. Lord, I would love to pray for Sophia. Yeah. I think she needs prayer. Right now, she's going through a very tough time, but she's going through a tough time that a lot of us, even myself, have gone through, where sometimes we kind of lose our way and sometimes we don't actually see the light. Sometimes you give us so many signs and we don't understand it because we're just on the outside. And Sophia's going through something big right now. And not just for Sophia, but so many people who can relate to her character may be going through something tragic, may have lost a family member, may have gone through something really bad where sometimes they don't feel you, Lord. But I want to pray for her because right now she needs your guidance. But she feels you, she loves you. And just like so many people like her, they still love you and they feel you, but they just don't understand. So I want to pray for Sophia and so so many people who are listening who are just like her, who love the Lord, but they're feeling a little uneasy and they feel like they don't have any answers. Praying for them.
Amen.
Amen.
Lord, oh man, this is a tough one.
This is tough. A lot of people need prayer this episode.
So many people need prayer. I'm gonna pray for Bishop.
Ooh. Yeah.
I want to pray for the discernment. I want to pray for the vision to see what is in front of you, to know that there are lions at the gate, to know there is evil at your doorstep.
Hello.
And to sidestep it. But too many men, too many people will see something they want that is shiny, but all that glitters is not gold. And so I want the bishop to see and to know that truth needs to be revealed, and then he's got to pull back the mask of those that are in front of him.
Oh.
And he's got to know not to steal your wife's money and put it in something else that's not going to work. So, Bishop, I'm praying for you to see and to wake up and to rectify the situation immediately.
And open them eyes.
Open those eyes.
Amen.
And a prosperous silver jubilee.
Silver jubilee to the
Amen.
bishop. I do want to say shout out to Hampton Blue, always coming with the facts. Hampton Blue says, well, actually, before Hampton Blue, I'll read this prayer. Dorian says, I want to pray for the bishop to seek wisdom and not his flesh to fall into sin with Miss Cross. To the work of his marriage and save his family, I plead the blood on him. Preach it. Amen.
Amen.
But back to a little bit of news and gossip. Shout out to Hampton Blue. Hampton Blue says the actor playing Kevin, Ty White, got a recurring role on Chicago Fire.
Ah, nice.
Thank you, Hampton Blue. Shout out to...
I guess that means Charity will be getting sane and will be getting custody of the child.
Charity will get her baby back. And thank you guys for praying with us. We appreciate it. And just to let you guys know, we're praying. But when we pray for the characters, we also pray for people, because what I love about Greenleaf, it's so real and everything is real and it's so relatable. So we pray for everyone in those situations as
We
well.
need those prayers. How often are we in positions where we are Bishop or we're Lady May and we can see the person being blinded?
Listen,
and we,
pray for me.
Like we're just trying to tell them, hey, look what's
your eyes,
happening.
Bishop.
Yeah, it's right here.
Jeez.
Jeez. And now we've got to go into predictions.
Ooh.
And now,
just love doing
your
that.
AfterBuzz TV predictions.
I'm stressed out.
I want Bishop and Lady May predictions.
Okay. Bishop
I
and
want
Lady-
Sophia predictions.
Oh, man.
I want Zora predictions. Because we
A
have
lot of
just us two.
pressure, Shaka.
It's just us two.
Just us two. Okay, let me see. Let me start from the line, from the top. Bishop and Lady May. I mean, I want them back together so bad. And I kept saying, I don't know what's going to bring them back together, but I think something big will bring them back together, and that's going to be taking down Rochelle's ass. Excuse me for everyone's listening. I had to say, I think something like that, or finding their granddaughter Zora. Like, I think a very big thing is going to bring them back together, where they find out that Rochelle has stolen their money. And they also find out that Rochelle's the daughter of one of the men that was killed. So I think that might bring them back together, but I don't know. Like, I'm getting a little nervous. Zora, we've seen in the previews that she does run away with Isaiah and she leaves. I think she's one of those kids who, or one of those people who, you can't tell them what to do. They have to learn on their own.
Yeah.
And I think she's going to learn the hard way. I think either she's going to become pregnant, he's going to abuse her really bad. Maybe her grandmother might get back to her where she's thinking about the kids. I don't know. Like, I feel like something big is going to happen. Or maybe her mom might get in through to her. My girl Sophia, man, I don't know. It's a tough one. I don't know. I'm going to hold off on Sophia because I feel like it's going to take her a while. Maybe her mom might bring her to the prison to help her with Coralie. We see Gigi's going to be bailing out this young lady. That is going to be a lot of problems because a lot of people are really confused with why she's helping. And I think that DA is going to now pick on Gigi and bring up the Mac murder case.
I wonder, race might play a role too. Because when I see that Gigi's kind of going to bat for this woman who's white, and I wonder if the church will kind of look and say,
They're going to be like, wait, what about everyone who's
this is the
here?
money that's,
That is very true. And Jacob, bro, like, I don't know. Like, I'm really sad. Like, I don't want Carissa to find out because I love the space that they're in. But I feel like I do feel like
they
Tasha's...
always find out on
They
shows.
always
Like,
find
they
out.
always find
but
out
I do
on
feel
these
like
shows.
Tasha's falling for him
Yeah.
in real life.
Yeah.
And she's starting to feel for him. So I'm a little nervous of what... And I think he's going to get emotionally attached to her as well. That's all I got. I'm stressed out. What you got?
Well, Bishop and Lady May, I see them getting back together, in like 2 seasons from now.
Okay.
I think they are going to separate. I think they're going to have different relationships with different people. I think, or something, different people will attract their attention.
Okay.
So I don't think there'll be an immediate reunion. I think the whole Grace and this woman thing is going to be, this is just a bad idea. I don't know why she's doing it. Yeah. In terms of the look of it for the church, is this the best thing you want to do right now? Like, are there not more people in need who look better in terms of what they're going through? Like, this looks like she actually murdered the guy in cold blood. So it's like, but you know what? If Grace is called, Grace is called. But I think it's going to be really bad for the church.
Yeah, it's not a good look.
I see Sophia coming back, and mainly because of that one line of why won't he let me go? If you're still feeling him, I feel like that's in your DNA.
There.
It's still there. Jacob and Carissa and Tasha. That's a messy one.
That's so messy.
Because I feel he and Carissa have this genuine relationship. I feel and Tasha have this genuine relationship. So, like, what honors the truth of what they're all going through together?
Right. Maybe Basie will pop back up.
Basie will pop back up. But you know what? I do think this affair with Tasha is going to continue beyond right now. I think they're going to have at least another encounter before it just kind of goes away.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a mess. But you know what? Good prediction. Charity's going to get back onto the road of healing. I think she's going to... Maybe she'll be a funeral singer. I don't know. But I think she's going to turn this into some sort of productivity for herself.
And I think Percy might be the one to help her.
Yeah.
I know people are feeling vibes there.
No, I don't feel vibes. But yeah, maybe he'll help.
And apparently Kevin got a brand new show on Chicago Fire. So maybe he's leaving.
Yeah, maybe he's out of there.
Bye, Kevin.
We've done what we can. But yeah, what a great episode.
That was a really good episode. I loved it a lot.
So I think we will have almost a full panel. You'll be back next week?
I will not be back next week.
No.
I'm going home next week, guys. So I'll see you guys the following week.
Okay, good.
Yes.
So hopefully we'll have a full panel for you guys sometime soon. Again, my name is Shaka Smith. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Shaka Strong.
You guys can find me on all social media at Kiki Boom Boom. I won't see you guys next week, but I'll see you guys the week after. But I will be in the chat with everybody else.
Yes. See you guys next week.
Bye.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to Afterbuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the host only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.